All right, welcome into Beers by the Ivy. We're just getting going here. This is essentially video number one. We had episode number one yesterday. I'm Joey Scott. This is a presentation by Joey Scott Media, and this is essentially my sports broadcast and sports takes on this channel. Thanks for checking it out. Like and subscribe. Once again, we're just getting the ball going, so any forward momentum you can give us, that's appreciative, and hopefully I bring in the good takes and the results and the good listens and all that. To keep this ball moving. But Masters preview, there's a couple great topics I want to go through today. I want to talk about Tiger Woods. I want to talk about the odds, PGA versus LIV. I also want to talk about, I think, the winning score, and then Masters tradition. I think as any Master fanatics out there, we all have that one thing that we do each year to make the Masters a little bit more enjoyable. So I want to talk through mine. I want to start off on the top, though, by talking about the Masters and how much I love it. It's really, there's only two events in the sports calendar for me that have this Masters vibe. And both events, essentially, you're not really rooting for a team or a person. You're mainly just enjoying the event itself, which I think is not always common in sports. So obviously the Masters, and then number two is the Indy 500. I'm located in Indianapolis, so the Indy 500 is essentially a holiday around here. And specifically listening to it on the radio is one of my favorite sports things of the year. But let's now dive deeper into the Masters preview. I want to start off by talking about Tiger Woods. Man, I grew up watching Tiger. I think a lot like most people. Like if he's playing, I don't really miss a shot. And I've thoroughly enjoyed his golf game over the years. And, we're at the point now where he's just like in the retirement phase, and it's just good to see him out there. So I hope he finishes it. His odds are 16,000 to win. So it's a little probably a tall mountain to get up there, but nonetheless, it's good to see. Hopefully you can have a few good rounds. And as I say, keep the ball rolling, specifically rolling in the hole. Okay, let's talk about the odds. You have Scheffler 500, Rory 1,000, Rahm 1,300, Koepka 2,100, Spieth 2,100, Zagatoris 1,200, Justin Thomas 1,800, DeChambeau 4,600, Fowler 12,000, Woods 16,000, Phil 16,000. And I think that kind of segues into the big topic of the video. It's PGA versus LIV. And, I was like trying to prepare for this video this morning, and I was listening to other people's commentary. They're like, we should just forget about this and just play golf. Just play golf. And that's what's best for golf, is just forgetting about LIV and just getting everyone together and kumbaya in this and playing golf. My take is the absolute opposite. I think this is time for golf to actually show some true competitive fire. Who did I lead this video off with? Tiger Woods, competitive fire. Who's also debatably the best golfer ever? Jack Nicklaus, competitive fire. Both guys have competitive fire. That is what's been missing in golf forever, is the true showing of emotion in the competitive world. And you could say, well, it's a silenced competitor, but I don't think so. I think as any other sport, you're going to see Tom Brady fist bumping. You're going to see Peyton Manning on the sideline yelling at people. You're going to see Michael Jordan with the stare down. Why doesn't golf have that? Why can't golf have that? I think the game has matured in a way that's less strict, wear khakis and tuck them in, to now a little bit more fun, more athletic clothing, Nike brand sponsoring. The sport has grown into a more of a competitive atmosphere, just like any other sport, right? It's got the same clothing of tennis, and in tennis you essentially have yelling, right? Competitiveness. Look, I mean, so why can't golf have that? So in my opinion, I think it should be the networks and everyone should be doubling down on the competitiveness. And if I'm like Rory McIlroy, if I'm Scheffler, if I'm Thomas, Spieth, how do I not go in there and want to just destroy these LIV guys? That would be my main objective. Pair me up with two of them and let me just go out and just dominate both of them the first two rounds. I mean, that's what I would be wanting. And so essentially, if you're asking me who am I rooting for, anyone from the PGA. is who I'm rooting for. But specifically Rory. I want to see Rory win. He's kind of been the guy in terms of leadership. He's had a voice and he hasn't changed it, and he's kept his mentality through and through. So he's the number one guy I will be rooting for, no doubt. Okay, Masters scores. For some reason in my brain, I always have minus 14. 14 under. If you can get to 14 under, then most likely you can win the Masters. Over the last few years, Rahm minus 12, Scheffler minus 10, Matsuyama minus 10, Dustin Johnson minus 20. Holy cow. And then Tiger Woods minus 13. So those are the last 5 winners. So that's why in my brain I'm always like minus 14. Whoever gets to minus 14 wins the Masters. So that'll be a score to be looking for. And then lastly, we're going to wrap up this video with Masters traditions. And this is a funny one. And actually, I had to go a couple years without actually being able to live this personal tradition I have. But for some reason, I just love having the Masters on and playing the golf video game at the same time. There's just something about it. I can play the Masters with my own character, with whoever. This year, Jack Nicklaus is even in the game. So I can play with Jack Nicklaus, and then I can also watch the Masters. And there's just something about that experience that I will be absolutely living up and enjoying. And then the other thing I love doing is I love going to Masters.com, and I love watching the rounds from Masters.com. There's something about it. It's great to have the TV on, but there's something about just having your computer next to you and just watching the Masters from your laptop and being able to switch between the groups so easily, being able to go to the individual holes. There's something just great about that, and plan on enjoying it. Okay, that wraps things up for realistically the first video of Beers by the Ivy. A lot to learn. I'm still learning the technology. I'm still learning essentially how to not talk so fast, probably, and yeah, how to write shows. So it's been fun, and yeah, keep it going. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, thank you.